Please.
Ambassador, I want to welcome you to Dominica once again. I know this is not your first visit. We're very happy that you could be with us today. Of course, we established relations with Ecuador in 2009, and we have had since then your visit in 2014 where you presented your credentials, and of course we signed an MOU for cooperation. We're very pleased that we are solidifying our relations with Ecuador. We are happy that we will be signing this agreement today, which will assist and facilitate the flow of people between our two countries. People-to-people contact, of course, is important. We were very happy to have been able to accommodate the Ecuadorian students for the Teach English program at the Dominica State College. I think we had a very successful program. We had 35 students from Ecuador graduate from the program in June this year. And we're hopeful in discussions with your foreign minister when we last met in Russia very recently. He indicated his interest in continuing the program, and we also are interested in continuing the program as well. So we look forward to having a second batch of Ecuadorian students come to Dominica. We have found that the program has been useful not only for them but for us as well, to become acquainted with people from Ecuador, to be acquainted with your culture. And I think that helps to solidify and strengthen the relationship between Dominica and Ecuador. Of course, we have also had a visit from a team led by your former foreign minister, Mr. Patino, His Excellency, where they have looked at agricultural cooperation. And of course, we want to move forward with our cooperation in that area. And we have discussed more recently with your foreign minister looking at the two demonstration plots for cut flower production. Of course, we know that Ecuador has a very large and booming cut flower industry, and I think there's much that Dominica can learn from your experience, and we look forward to establishing at least two demonstration plots in the near future. Of course, we also discussed the other engagements and other cooperation projects with Ecuador in the area of black sigatoka management, and also in the area of prawn farming, and also in the areas of expanding our coffee and cocoa production. So there's a lot that can be done between our two countries. Now we will be signing this visa waiver agreement. We've already had in place visa waiver arrangements for holders of diplomatic and official passports. This agreement will allow for all of our citizens, both the holders of ordinary diplomatic and official passports, to be able to travel to our respective countries without the need for there to be a visa. So we're very pleased today that you are here with us and we can sign this agreement. Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Minister. I am very glad to be here in Dominica again. My minister sends you hello, and he and his delegation were very pleased to have the meeting with you in Sochi a few days ago. And the relations are growing. As you said, in 2014 I present credentials. I am the first ambassador of Ecuador appointed in Dominica. We wish really to increase every kind of cooperation. The former Minister Patino really visited Dominica in an accident trip. I had to stay here 3 days and he came only one because he couldn't land here. He went for the weather. He landed in Martinique, I remember. So I have been in the airport a few times. That time I went, I think, 4 times to the airport.
Right.
One visit with 4 travels to the airport. Thank you for the program for the students. We are also very happy for that. The English teachers are very happy with that. The President Correa said in that time why we have to go to England or to the States to learn English if we have the Caribbean. South-South cooperation is very important, and President Correa has decided to increase the cooperation between Latin America and Caribbean countries. Before we used to live back to back, and we have to walk together to the future. We have to forward the future together. And that's why every time we're doing something else to increase the cooperation, to increase the dialogue and the conversation between the two countries. Now is a very good opportunity to sign this agreement that is going to permit the people from both countries to visit without any visa, any visa needed. And that, I think, is going to help the people to go to the different countries and to have any kind of tourism or production travel. I don't know, tip. The cooperation in agriculture could be very interesting for our countries. Please let us know exactly what you need so we can send it as soon as possible, and a delegation here to see what we can do with flowers or with bananas or with another fruit you're needing, coffee or cocoa, as you said. And I think that's the principal things we have to do together. We have done a few things, but we have to do lots of things yet.
Yes, of course.
But what is important is the friendship we are growing now. And I thank so much for this welcome you have done to me. And as I said at the beginning, I am very pleased to be here. And thank you.
Good. Thank you.